The English language prefers to put emphasis on the first syllable of words. So to show this point, let's look at a few words in English and their translations in other languages. In English, we say nation, Portuguese, nação, Spanish, nación. In English, we say pillow, Portuguese, travesseiro, Spanish, almohada. In English, we say library, Portuguese, biblioteca, Spanish, biblioteca. Ha! Now you won't be able to stop thinking about this for the rest of the day. You're welcome. In English, backpack. In Portuguese, mochila. In Spanish, mochila. So watch me speak only using first syllables. This video is part of my ongoing YouTube language project. My mission is inspiration and linking lasting language ideas with everyone, everywhere. English loves emphasis on the first syllable, especially in names of restaurants, places, proper nouns, etc. So to illustrate this, let's look at a popular messaging app. Usually if I haven't seen a friend for a couple days, I might ask them, "What's up?" or "Sup?" But make that a title of a hugely popular app and it suddenly becomes WhatsApp. But wait, there's more. YouTube, Google, Facebook, Instagram, Metaverse, Microsoft, Wendy's, Subway, Honey Bunches, Swiss Miss, Colgate. And another interesting thing is that the first syllable also pops out in compound nouns. So things like house sitter, bookkeeper, dog walker, pooper scooper, tape recorder. But here's the thing. When I noticed the first syllable pattern in English, I decided to do some math. So now I will present my research. Just kidding, research. So I looked at the 500 top global companies and I just tallied the English-based names. And 171 out of 196 had their emphasis on the first syllable. That's like 9 out of 10. That said, though, there are exceptions in every language, and English is kind of a mess anyway, so let's look at some of those. So some of the titles that had their emphasis on a syllable other than the first were Discover, Prudential, Verizon, McDonald's, and Progressive. And if you notice, a lot of these kind of have a Latin-esque flavor. But since that's not the end of my curiosity, that wasn't the end of my research either. So after I did all that analysis on the English-based brand names, I thought, wow, I wonder if people's names are like that too. So I looked at the top 100 female and top 100 male names in the United States for the last 100 years, and I found out that yes, names for some reason explode out of our mouths in the English language. And for the male names, only 4 out of 100 had their emphasis on a syllable other than the first. But the thing is, every one of those names has a nickname version that has its emphasis on the first syllable. And as far as the female names, 26 out of 100 had their emphasis on a syllable other than the first. However, 16 out of those 26 have nickname variations that have their emphasis on the first syllable. And it follows the same pattern with the brand names, where the English version might start with the first syllable, but Portuguese or Spanish versions might have their emphasis on another syllable, like Mateus, or Daniel, or Andrea. Okay, so let's look at why this is important. If you're learning a language, getting the right syllable emphasis will really help you get the flow and feel of the language. So if you look at Portuguese, the default emphasis is on the second to last syllable. So words like biblioteca, nojento, sertanejo, and then any word ending in R, L, or Z bounces into the end of a word, like rapidez or legal. And the last thing is, if there are any emphasis marks on any of the letters, that's where the emphasis goes in the word. So things like nação, paletó, máquina, âmbito. So guys, pay attention to syllable emphasis when you're learning languages and see what you discover and let me know how it goes. Hey guys, thanks so much for supporting me on this new mission and I hope to connect with you on future videos.